Hey guys, Donnie here, eXp Realty, your coach, and today we're going to talk about setting those 2023 goals and business planning. So stay tuned and let's talk about your business growth. So it is December of 2022. Hopefully you've already started on 2023. So one thing about the real estate business is really we get paid on the work that we do today in 60 to 90 days. We really don't just go out there and work today and get paid, right? We gotta start casting a broad net, following up, showing houses, and then when we get something under contract, whether we have the listing or the buyer, they generally take 30 to 45 days to close. In some states, they take 60 to 90 days to close. So the work you do now may legitimately be paying you in 5 or 6 months. So you gotta start planning for 2023 now. And if you haven't started, this is literally last call for alcohol because you are already behind. You should have gotten this done yesterday. So let's talk about this a little bit. Number one, start with your big why. Start with what is going to drive you in 2023. The truth is, all the information is out there. You are able to meet whatever your goals are in real estate. It's such an amazing business. What affects most agents and keep them from reaching their goals is their daily habits. So think about what you really want to accomplish in 2023. Are you looking to purchase your own home? Are you looking to purchase rental properties? Are you looking to buy your spouse a new car? Are you looking to save money for your kids' college? Dig really deep into that. It's not enough to just say, I want to make this much money, I want to make that much money. You really need to know what that money does for you. What are you going to do with it? What is it going to help you accomplish? It can be selfish. It can be a vacation. I don't care. Maybe you want to go on the first cruise of your life. Doesn't matter to me, but set something that gets you excited, because here's the truth. No matter how much real estate knowledge you have, if you don't implement it and you don't put it into action, it doesn't matter. And the way you implement it, put it into action is to do it with daily habits over and over again, being disciplined in those habits. You can't be motivated. You're not going to be motivated every day. So what you have to be is disciplined. How are you disciplined? By having those goals in place so that when you wake up on the days you're not motivated, you can be like, hey, I really don't feel like getting out there and doing the stuff to sell houses today, but I want to go on that cruise, and my wife's always wanted to go on a cruise, and I set that goal for her, and I'm not going to let her down, so therefore I'm disciplined enough to have the habits that I need to have today, even though I'm not motivated. And then what's really cool is your discipline builds into success. And once your discipline builds into success, then you start getting motivated because you're like, oh, it's working. I'm getting closer to my goal. Then you're motivated. Then that turns into what we call momentum. And once you get into momentum, you're doing really awesome. That's when things start clicking for you. Growth starts happening. So there's a quick overview of how that works. How do you set your 2023 goals? Real quick overview. If you have a coach or somebody that can probably help you with this, I like to work numbers backwards. What do you mean work numbers backwards, Donnie? A lot of companies have sheets on this. I know our in-house coach here has a worksheet on this, but generally what we do is we set your goal, and usually that becomes a monetary goal as to how much you want to make. Then we take a look at how much you make for every house you sell, subtract out expenses, and we can tell how many homes you need to sell in order to accomplish the goal that you want to sell. Once we know how many homes you need to sell, now we need to know how many people you need to meet with in order to get the conversion that you want. So we're able to work backwards to know that, hey, if I convert at 50% and I need to sell 2 houses a month to meet my goal, then I need to meet with 4 people this month. So now that I know I need to meet with 4 people, because 50% of 4 for my conversion is 2 people, I'm just using these numbers as an example. Well, now you need to know how many people do I have to talk to in order to meet 4 brand new people every month. From there, you get to decide what you do to meet those people, but no matter what you do, know how you're going to meet those people so you can set your daily habits around that. If you're going to call expires, by all means, know how many expires you need in order to set 4 appointments a month in order to convert 2 of those. If you're going to call FSBO, know how many expires and FSBOs you need. If you're going to do online portal leads, know how many leads you need. If you're working your sphere of influence, know what you need there. Have that plan in place for those. So as you can see, it's really not an overly complicated formula. It really is a matter of having your why and knowing what you're working for in order to set those big habits and something to keep you disciplined to work those habits every day. Then knowing your numbers so that you can work backwards as to how many people you need to meet in your conversion. And what's really awesome is that we find oftentimes when people set these numbers and they really commit to it and they really do what they should do daily in order to meet those goals, their conversion gets better. Why? Because they're practicing it day in and day out. Their skills are getting better. So therefore, by the end of the year, they normally end up adjusting that goal up because their daily habits led them to actually do better than maybe what they were scared they couldn't achieve earlier or at the beginning of the year. So there you go. If you need help with this, we're always here to help. Helping real estate agents is what I do. So always feel free to reach out to me, and I hope you're off to starting a great 2023.